So we're here with Justin Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, and we're talking about Biden is continuing to build Trump's border wall. I don't know if people know that because the press isn't covering it, but we're covering it here. And you want to see Blue MAGA? This is what Blue MAGA is. There's Jane Lynch, hilarious actress. Hilarious. She's fucking hilarious. I've known her before she was famous. Joe Biden may be the best man I know. Now, I'm guessing she says that with a straight face because the only other man she knows is Harvey Weinstein. I'm guessing that's the only other guy she knows. Is the only other guy she knows Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby? Are those the only other two guys she knows? What in the F? You desperately need to meet more people, Jane.
These are the same people that watch that Bill Clinton, Kamala Harris talk about women issues.
Yeah.
You know she was tuned into that. Had the popcorn ready and everything.
I wanted to see Kamala Harris talk with Chris Christie about diet discipline. So I think what she meant when she says Joe Biden may be the best man I know, I think she put the period a little too quick. That was supposed to be a comma, and Joe Biden may be the best man I know to bullshit people for over 40 years while crushing workers. I think that's what she meant. Or maybe she meant, I think Joe Biden may be the best man I know to shamelessly go along with everything terrible. Joe Biden may be the best man I know to rob the American people of a progressive president again. I mean, that's how she wanted to say. Hey, ask Tara Reid about that, Jane. You should ask Tara Reid about if he's the best man you know. So here's why. Here's the real reason why Joe Biden is another one of the big reasons why Joe Biden, despite campaign promise, Biden administration seizes family's property in court to build Trump's border wall. That's real.
Dystopian.
What a great man, huh, Jane Lynch? What a great man. Jane Lynch manufacturing consent for the rapacious oligarchy because she's a millionaire. She doesn't need health care. She doesn't need a $15 minimum wage. She doesn't need clean water in Flint. She doesn't need to end the wars. She doesn't need a Green New Deal. She doesn't need any of that shit. Joe Biden's just great. This morning in Texas, the Joe Biden administration seized the property of the Cavazos family for the border wall construction after being granted possession via a court order. We are outraged. This outcome was avoidable had the administration simply dismissed the case outright. It is false that Joe Biden has stopped the border wall. The fight against the wall in Texas is not over. 140 lawsuits are still active. The Cavazos are just one. Now this family is at the mercy of the government that is continuing the Trump-Biden border wall. Hashtag not another foot. So here's piece of shit Joe Biden being asked about this.
No, the Obama-Biden administration, Trump campaigned on build that wall. Are you willing to tear that wall down?
No, there will not be another foot of wall constructed in my administration. Number one. Number two, what I'm going to focus on, the fact is that somebody in this group written a lot about the border. I'm going to make sure that we have border protection, but it's going to be based on making sure that we use high-tech capacity to deal with it. And at the ports of entry, that's where all the bad stuff is.
What about the land confiscations?
Stop, done, over, not going to do it. Withdraw the lawsuits. We're out. We're not going to confiscate the land.
And they say Trump was a liar.
Where's the lie tracker? Where's the NPR and Politico with all the lie tracker? I mean, he's lied about $2,000 checks. He lied about the minimum wage. He lied about this. He lied about Iran. He lies about everything. Donald Trump was not the beginning of presidents being unbelievably narcissistic liars. He was just, the one that everyone paid attention to. Joe Biden's been doing this for a long time now. This 30, 40 years, he's got a long track record. He knows how to play the game. How do you think he became president?
He's still not willing to tear down the border wall, but he is willing to seize people's property to keep building it. Same thing, right? That's the same thing.
Jimmy, lesser of two evils.
This is the lesser of two evils. This is what
Do you not care about immigrants?
the executive producer of The Simpsons, Dana Gould, came at me on Twitter about this same issue about don't you care about immigrants, and I had to tell him that Trump deported way less Hispanics than Joe Biden and Barack Obama, and here we are. Joe Biden keeps building the wall. Those kids are still in cages, and no one gives a shit about it. Where's Dana Gould, the executive producer of The Simpsons? Doesn't give a shit about it anymore. Doesn't care because Joe Biden's doing it. Everybody go. Why? I don't understand. I've looked at his Twitter feed. He's not talking about it anymore. The executive producer of The Simpsons, Dana Gould, not talking about it anymore. Isn't that weird? Yeah. But he would come at me on Twitter over it and be wrong about it. Isn't that interesting? And now you know why this fucking Simpsons suck. And they haven't been relevant for a fucking decade. Or longer. Now you know why? Because they have fucking shit libs writing it now. Go ahead.
It's hard to do that. You know, it's hard to actually care about poor people and immigrants and families getting their home seized when you're at brunch, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay? It's hard to do two things at once.
It's hard to do two things at once. Soviet of Steel says, but we needed to vote Biden to stop things like this, right? We needed to vote for Biden to stop this stuff. Not stopping. Joe Biden ramped up the military budget already started, sent troops into Syria already. Bill Clinton was not the lesser of two evils with Bob Dole or George Bush the first. Barack Obama, not the lesser of two evil either. I guess we'll never know because Hillary Clinton didn't become president, but I bet she would have did way more horrible shit, certainly foreign policy-wise, than Donald Trump did. But now we have proof Joe Biden just as shitty as Donald Trump.
You know what this sets the stage for? Someone like Tom Cotton or Mike Pence.
That's right.
Who just goes out in the media and says, we're not locking up enough people.
That's right.
So we need to lock up more people. He just goes out and says it. And seems more sane and more rational, not as much of a crazy maniac as Donald Trump, appearance-wise, but when it comes to policies, just as crazy, if not crazier. And he's not going to get people like John McCain or these other Republicans, right, to vote down something like the repeal of health care because of ego. That's not going to happen. He's going to hold that coalition. He's going to pass whatever he wants to pass, especially when Mitch McConnell gets rid of the filibuster, which the Democrats are afraid to do. But Mitch McConnell will do in a heartbeat.
Yep.
That's what you're setting the stage for.
That's what they're setting.
Just so y'all know, shit libs. That's what you're setting the stage for. So I don't want to hear it in 2-3 years or in 2024 when someone like that wins and just starts doing horrible shit again.
Or Trump wins again. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.